is Dig Rock. Dig Rock is a 2D rock music franchise created by Team Entertainment in 2019. The franchise branches out from the popular drama CD series Mint Leap. This is a mixed media project that incorporates music with drama CDs and even has manga and a visual novel game in production. Dig Rock counts with 3 rock bands of different backgrounds and music. Ruby Leopard with Makoto Furukawa on vocals, Impish Crow with Yuma Uchida on vocals, and Hound Roar with Toshiyuki Toyonaga on vocals. The story. Dignity Production is a talent agency that houses actors, voice actors, models, musicians, idols, and has grown remarkably in the last couple of years. Represented by this talent agency is a popular and very active rock band, Ruby Leopard. Ruby Leopard attracted overwhelming support from young people, with their live tours being very popular, making their presence in the music industry boom. As the series progresses, the band has managed to keep up its momentum and has turned into an overwhelmingly popular band. Impish Crow, a popular indie band, recently joined Dignity Production. The beginning of a rivalry between the popular band Ruby Leopard and the rookies Impish Crow ensues. Through their rivalry, Impish Crow continues to grow as a rookie rock band. Hound Roar is an up-and-coming mysterious band that was discovered and, ultimately much to everyone's surprise, because the band was pretty much unknown, won an audition to join the talent agency known for housing idols and musicians, Renowned Stage. Since then, the band has become a hot topic. The main cast. Team Entertainment didn't skimp on the budget to bring in a dynamic cast mixing up-and-coming talents with established singers in the industry among Seiyu, as well as veterans. As a result, Ruby Leopard, Impish Crow, and Hound Roar are fronted by 3 of the best singers in the Seiyu industry. Those are, respectively, Makoto Furukawa, Yuma Uchida, and Toshiyuki Toyonaga. And for the drama parts, the franchise counts with Takuya Sato, Kaito Ishikawa, Natsuki Hanae, Wataru Hatano, Takuya Guchi, Shinosuke Tachibana, Hikaru Midorikawa, Ryohei Kimura, Takashi Kondo, Yuichiro Umehara, Wataru Komada, Kentito, Kazuyuki Okitsu, Tarusuke Shingaki, Daisuke Ono, and Hiroki Tochi. The bands. There are 3 bands, Ruby Leopard, Impish Crow, and Hound Roar. Those bands explore hard rock, punk rock, power pop, jazz rock, and acid jazz. Contrary to many 2D rock music projects out there, or even 2D music projects that have rock bands in their lineup, in Dig Rock, all bands have a refreshing sound that you won't find anywhere else. Dig Rock went the way that you'd easily say, this project is never going to be popular. I'm talking about grunge, power pop, and acid jazz. There have been 2D rock bands out there that have flirted with the idea of grunge and even power pop, but acid jazz? This franchise managed to bring a niche subgenre of the already niche jazz music genre. But staying true to that sound and consistently delivering music with the highest quality imaginable, while having 3 of the best singers among male Seiyu, has turned this project into a hidden gem that truly deserves your attention. Let me talk you through each band so that you can feel a little bit what I'm talking about. Ruby Leopard. Ruby Leopard is easily the main band in this franchise. They are the top of the top in popularity, their music is gripping, gritty, and intense. It is fronted by Akane, voiced by Makoto Furukawa, and counts with guitarist Kurono, voiced by Kaito Ishikawa, bassist Mashiro, voiced by Takuya Sato, and drummer Haiji, voiced by Natsuki Hanae. Charisma overflows in the Ruby Leopard's performances, with Akane's personality shining through the band's music. For a mature take on rock music with a slight nod to 90s grunge, Ruby Leopard is the band for you. Impish Crow sounds like the complete opposite in terms of sound or even vibe. In the franchise's story, they are a rookie band, but their sound is far from sounding like it. It is fronted by Tsugumi, voiced by Yuma Uchida, with guitarist Toki, voiced by Takuya Guchi, bassist Mitsuru, voiced by Wataru Hatano, and drummer Hibari, voiced by Shinosuke Tachibana. The band is known for their fast-paced, intense power pop sound, a mix of punk rock and pop that is easy listening while still retaining that excitement and electrifying feel of what you'd call textbook rock music. Hound Roar has mesmerized a lot of people, even bringing new fans to the franchise either because of their unique acid jazz sound or because the best singer among male seiyuu, Toshiyuki Toyonaga, is the frontman for this band. The band is fronted by Hibiki, voiced by Toshiyuki Toyonaga, with guitarist Shoma, voiced by Ryohei Kimura, bassist Toya, voiced by Hikaru Midorikawa, keyboardist Shion, voiced by Yuichiro Umehara, and drummer Sogo, voiced by Takashi Kondo. Hound Roar has a unique sound that blends rock with jazz and even orchestral elements. Skyrim was a two-piece rock band fronted by Sora, voiced by Kento Ito, and including Hayato, voiced by Kazuyuki Okitsu. For reference, Sora is, within the story in the Dig Rock franchise, Impish Crow's manager. Hayato is still active in the music industry, however, only as a music producer. The frontman. Team Entertainment picked some of the best singers among male seiyuu to give life to the songs in all three bands, with all seiyuu bringing their unique singing skills and tone to create the impressive performances you will, or you do, come across in this franchise. Makoto Furukawa gives life to Akane's powerful and confident performances. And what a job he does! He powers through the songs with his growly vibrato, spreading his charisma through each performance. There's an allure in his demeanor and delivery that make Ruby Leopard's hard-hitting brand of rock sound incredibly addictive. For those not familiar with Makoto Furukawa, he is the only male seiyuu, up until the time of writing this feature, to make a debut as a solo artist performing jazz music. He's best known for his baritone vocals and blasting deep vibrato, as well as sheer raw power in his performances. He loves to put on a show and always delivers consistent performances. In a live setting, Furukawa sounds even better than in a recording. Yumu Uchida lends his versatility as a singer to Tsugumi's energetic and youthful performances. You can feel the raw excitement in his performances, the energy is addictive, the happiness brimming from Uchida's performances is palpable. To bring all of that to the spotlight, Yumu Uchida embraces a rawer style of singing, sounding less polished than he does in his solo artist career. That edge enhances the rock sound that is a big part of what the band is all about. Yumu Uchida is quite versatile as a singer, performing a wide variety of music genres and fitting all of those like it's no big deal. After all, he is completely embracing his performances as a rock frontman when he is essentially an R&B pop star. Toshiyuki Toyonaga is literally the best singer among male seiyuu, still to be dethroned, so you know right from the start what you'll be getting from Toshiyuki Toyonaga as Hound Roar's genius singer and lyricist Hibiki. On top of the band's intricate and bouncy acid jazz sound lies the warm tenor vocals of Toshiyuki Toyonaga, delivering every verse with laser precision, a lot of groove, plenty of vibrato, some head voice, powerful legato, between many other beautiful and tricky things on the vocal end. He makes Hound Roar's unique brand of acid jazz stand out. There is a lot of dynamic to Toyonaga's vocals, his versatility, confidence and control are second to none. As you can tell, all three bands have unique vocals and skills at their disposal. So what does each band really sound like? Dig Rock's music, a quick analysis. Ruby Leopard, Impish Crow and Hound Roar embrace different rock subgenres, suiting the unique vibes of their frontman and also the rest of the members of the band. Let me talk you through each band. Ruby Leopard, the resident hard rock meets grunge rock band in the franchise. Ruby Leopard's sound is aggressive, intense and hard-hitting, capitalizing on Makoto Furukawa's booming vocals to make a big impression. The band has a strong bass sound, with their bass lines being otherworldly. A song that stands out in the band's repertoire is Identity. With Identity, I bring you a shredding hard rock tune with one of the most insane guitar parts I've heard into the music.
確かめ合うような音のない世界から熱を宿して生きる若い士が共鳴交差目をそらさないで Hold you 強く抱き寄せて Move on 深い眠りの底から呼び覚ませ Sunrise Can't you go love me 抜け出し
This is a high-octane rock tune that will have you singing and headbanging along. Everything about their sound in this song is rugged. The guitars are explosive, the bass line is a driving force, and the drums explosive, groovy to an extent. The guitar solo in this song is insanely complex and fast, going from the bridge until the last chorus, shredding its way through this song. And Makoto Furukawa unleashes his powerful vibrato to deliver a memorable, raw performance. Impish Crow. The power pop band is known for its exciting and youthful brand of rock. However, there is more to them than what meets the eye or ear. They can shred their way with aggressive fast-paced rock, create pure fun with punk rock, and perform a good old ballad, suiting all those styles pretty easily. A song that stands out in the band's repertoire is Be Ambitious. One of the songs that best illustrates the style of music that Impish Crow is all about is Be Ambitious. This is a youthful power pop song with a simple punk rock beat provided by the insane drums. This song is about exploration, going on a trip with friends, learning new things. It is mindless fun in the form of a song. Yumuchida goes for an energetic performance that further enhances that excitement that comes with going on a trip, while making the chorus one of the most addictive in the Dig Rock franchise. Hound Roar. Hound Roar is a jazz rock band with orchestral, funk and soul influences. You can safely say that their sound is more aligned with acid jazz, being responsible for creating laid-back, elegant soundscapes in which Toshiyuki Toyonaga's vocals shine. A song that stands out in the band's repertoire is Eyes. Classy and elegant at all times, Eyes is a down-tempo, loungy acid jazz song that has allure at its core. The bass line and piano work in this song is so groovy to the point you'll find yourself dancing to the song. On top, Toshiyuki Toyonaga delivers a whisper-style performance, further enhancing the seductive, slightly intimate vibe in this song. Events or variety. Since its inception, the Dig Rock franchise has held 2 cast events, not counting live recordings of the regular shows hosted by Takuya Sato, the Dig P channel in 2020 and Dig Rock channel in 2021. Dig Rock Dizzy Gig was held in September 2020, and in January 2022, Dig Rock Blaze Gig was held. Both events included live reading and variety corners. Game. In 2021, it was announced that the Dig Rock franchise was going to get a game adaptation. To ease everyone's worries, Team Entertainment emphasized that this game was not going to have any social capabilities nor be a gacha or rhythm game. Instead, Team Entertainment teamed up with Idea Factory, a well-known otome game developer, to create a visual novel style of game for the franchise. Dig Rock documentary of youthful sounds was then confirmed at Dig Rock Blaze Gig in January 2022, heading for Nintendo Switch, and without a release date. At the time of creating this feature, the game didn't have a set date of release. Its status. The rising popularity. The Dig Rock franchise has been picking up a lot of interest in the last couple of years. Something that is noticeable how the franchise welcomed a new band, Hound Roar, as well as kicked off ambitious CD collections and most recently announced the release of a Nintendo Switch game. Popularity in Japan has been growing, and due to the music from the Dig Rock franchise being, in a way, available on streaming platforms, not all CDs but some, at least the first ones, international fans have started to find and follow the music and adventures of the members of Impish Crow, Ruby Leopard and Hound Roar. Why should you check Dig Rock? In Dig Rock, you get to experience each band, Impish Crow, Ruby Leopard and Hound Roar, going through ups and downs in their career, struggling with inspiration, with the bandmates and their family to some extent, being sources of inspiration. Those stories are both told through music and drama tracks. If you're the type of person that loves to dive deep into the stories behind each character into the music projects, then Dig Rock has rich storytelling. Each character has a unique background, not necessarily tragic, but a background that when told to you within the story will make the actions and behavior of some characters make a lot of sense. Their backgrounds also influence the way they approach music and, at times, can lead to crazy shenanigans. Each band feels unique, their motivations and dreams are different, but in a way all connected with their want to create music, to perform on stage. The dynamics between bandmates are entertaining, making the drama parts a treat to listen to. Now, if you're not that big of a fan of drama CDs and only check 2D music projects for the music, rest assured that Dig Rock has high-quality rock and acid jazz music waiting for you. Ruby Leopard has an aggressive, intoxicating and slightly alluring brand of rock. It may not be the most welcoming sound within the franchise, at least if you're new to rock music, but they are surely a band to check out. If not for the powerful rock instrumentals, at least for Makoto Furukawa's outstanding performances. Impish Crow has an easy listening power pop sound, which is to say, the band is all about punk rock, but pop has a big presence in the lyrics, as well as in how catchy their choruses are. Fast-paced, intense and a lot of fun, Impish Crow's music is a good entry point for those not that familiar with rock music or that do not fancy aggressive rock. Also, Yuma Uchida is on vocals, so you can expect stellar performances all the time, some of those using a different technique from what you may know of him as a solo artist. And Hound Roar is the funkiest band in this franchise. Acid jazz, a fusion music genre that blends jazz, rock, soul and funk, is their bread and butter, making the band sound incredibly addictive, catchy and loungy. If you're looking for unpredictability in the music you listen to, thus you love to be surprised when listening to music, fancy, elegant, funky music and Toshiyuki Toyanaga's top-tier vocals, then Hound Roar will pique your interest. As it is, the Dig Rock franchise presents itself as an entertaining journey through the crazy life of being in a rock band, and the music serves as a complement to the strong, in-depth storytelling that is going on in the drama CDs in which those songs are included. The music illustrates the excitement, passion, and ambitions of each band while providing incredibly high-quality performances and songs for listeners to enjoy. Regardless if you're just coming across the project or are just curious about one of the bands, Dig Rock is a 2D music project well worth diving into. As the franchise is slowly expanding its reach to games and manga serialization, this is the perfect time to pick up this project, dive a bit into each character, and enjoy the awesome music, some of it quite niche and elegant, all bands have to offer. And because of all these, Dig Rock is easily one of the best and most consistent 2D rock music projects currently around. And for that I believe it is worth checking them out. Thanks for watching.